Alright, so today's video, I want to talk about a movement that I want to start, and I want you to start with me. The only way people hold power and can abuse you in silence is by saying that telepathy is not real. Now, I am almost certain that 99% of the population has telepathy, and if you don't, it normally comes later in life, and those people don't typically know about it, and they feel like they're going crazy and people pick on them and whatever, play mind games. I want you to start vocally speaking about it. I have all kinds of videos talking about my experience of being abused, and it's awful. It is downright terrible to be on the receiving end of telepathic and metaphysical abuse. You feel as though you can't talk to anybody about it, and you are going to be put in a mental health facility just for speaking about something that is obviously real. We know it's real. So I encourage you to look at somebody and tell them your best dad joke. Tell them your best cheesy joke and get them to laugh. And then verbally say, "Hi, I told you telepathy is real." And ask them, "Did you like my joke?" If they play the card where you're crazy, they start saying, "I wasn't laughing about that," and gaslighting you or whatever, you can just say, "We don't have to talk about this anymore. I am just trying to promote awareness about sorry, it slipped my mind real quick. I'm trying to promote awareness about telepathy and make it not so taboo to talk about, because there are a lot of victims of telepathic abuse and metaphysical abuse, and talking about it verbally helps them from further abuse. And see if they empathize with that. It's one of those things that people just are ashamed to admit, because they know that you get pretty much punished in society for talking about it. They think you're stupid for talking about it. Like, oh, you're going to risk yourself and put yourself in a position to be called a schizophrenic or, crazy or whatever. But just start educating people about Charlotte Weaver and what she went through in the metaphysical. If you were an innocent bystander that watched I'll call it a journey to be positive, but watched my experience with metaphysical abuse, and you're aware of the things that were being done, I encourage you to start speaking up. Imagine a place where we don't have to be oppressed anymore. People can speak freely about things and not have to worry about being abused and isolated and socially outcasted. Like, it'll just be a beautiful thing. No more unfair power dynamics. nobody's going to be smart criminal. Nobody's going to be a smart criminal anymore, right? They say they do it because you say, hey, why aren't you doing this to my face if you feel so strongly? Because I'm smart. Okay, you're a smart criminal. You're doing things that are illegal in the metaphysical and getting away with it because you can't prove it. And you are disgusting. Time to take that power away. I urge you to watch my videos, listen to me, empathize, and sympathize with me, and promote awareness with me. I am doing this by myself. I don't know anybody else that really openly speaks out about it. You've got mediums, you've got card readers, you've got different people that tap into energy and different things like that. But you know what? That is like how we have to go around it, right? We have to word it in a way where we don't sound crazy because we can't prove that it's real. If somebody took the time and studied our brains while we telepathically communicate and see that this certain specific area in our brain is active, like they do in sleep studies, they can say, okay, here's proof that this part of your brain that isn't normally working is working right now. You're telling me that you're telepathically communicating. We have infrared cameras, we have whatever types of cameras, EMF detectors, stuff like that that they use in paranormal stuff, capturing this communication and your own testament saying, hey, yeah, I am doing this. Isn't that proof enough? You know what I mean? Like, they're just not prioritizing it. That is why there is no proof. It is so easy to get proof. You know what I mean? Like with anything. With anything. So just keep doing it. We are going to speed up this process together. And let's make the world a better place, a happier place, a less scary place, where the elephant in the room is so ginormous that nobody can ignore it anymore. Nobody can say this isn't real anymore. This is as real as it gets. Thank you. And if you have any problems with people saying you're crazy, just say, Charlotte Weaver told me to do it in her video. Sorry. You know what? I'm just joking. Or you can just stand firm and say, it's real. Don't play stupid with me. It's real. You don't have to be offended. And if people get real defensive and say you're harassing them, say, okay, all you had to do is tell me you don't want to talk to me and I will leave you alone. And it will really separate the real from the fake. You know, there might be quite the division, but just step into the light. Just step into the light side where you don't have to be afraid anymore. What, somebody's got blackmail on you or something? Okay. You know what? I can do a whole video about how you can make narcissists release their power over you. They're trying to make you ashamed. They think they've got some. They were harassing you to get information to blackmail you with. You know, that is more shameful than, oh, you skipped a shower one day, or whatever it is, whatever they're trying to embarrass you over. And yeah, and I feel like that's a big reason why people won't admit it's real too, because then you can't prove that I thought that. You're crazy. Just let go of your ego for abuse's sake. I mean, we're all human. We all make mistakes. get a little embarrassed just to help somebody in need. I'm one of those people. I need people to start trailblazing with me. I've got others doing it. There are so many people that want to verbally speak about it, but I've got so many other people that are just standing firmly against the oppressors with me, and it is beautiful. We just need to let go of fear together. Stop saying, at least it's not me. Because it could be. Not only could it be, but it could be your kids. It could be the next generation. I almost feel like as a society, we are just far behind not admitting it's real. Not only are people getting abused, but I feel like there's an alien out there from a civilized society just saying, wow, they really aren't admitting that telepathy is real. They're stupid, to say the least. So, I hope this video helps you, and don't forget to tell a dad joke up here, get someone to smile, and maybe you can call them out. Just verbally say, did you like my joke? There's probably better ways to do it, but I feel like humor always is the most lighthearted way. And then, if they are afraid of it, just hit them with why you're doing it, and it's no big deal. I'm going to call it mind in motion. And people may not be ready for this yet, but I feel like the braver you are, the better things will be. It's for a good cause. It is for a good cause. And then you can always blame me if people start calling you crazy. So there's really nothing to lose. All right, I love you. Thank you, and happy healing.